or to solve for x. So how do we do that? Well, first of all, I recommend that we get rid of this negative sign. And to get rid of that negative sign, you either multiply this side with the negative sign and also multiply this side with the negative sign. So here you're going to have negative times negative. It is going to be positive, and then you're going to be left with the square root of 2x minus 1. And then when you come to the right hand side, you will say negative times 2, it is going to be negative 2. Negative times negative x is going to be positive x. And then here it's just going to be an equal sign. So another way in which you can get rid of this negative sign is to take the numbers on the right hand side to the left hand side, and then the numbers on the left hand side to the right hand side. So if we do that, we are just going to take, let me say, we take this expression to the right hand side. So you're going to have square root of 2x minus 1. And then if you take this 2 to the left hand side, it is going to be minus 2. You take minus x to the left hand side, it is going to be plus x. So this is just going to be our next step. So you can either work with this step or this step, but either way you are still going to get to the same answer. So for demonstration or explanation purposes, let us just use the second one. We're just going to say minus 2 plus x equals to the square root of 2x minus 1. So the next step will be to get rid of this square root. So to get rid of square root, you just have to square both sides to the power of 2 to the power of 2 this side as well. So this squared and this squared is going to cancel each other, so you're going to be left with 2x minus 1 on the right hand side. And then on the left hand side, you're just going to say first term squared, it is just going to be minus 2 times 2, minus 2 squared, it is just going to be 4, positive 4. And then we're going to say 2 times first term, it is going to be minus 4 times second term, it is going to be minus 4x. Second term squared is going to be plus x squared. So that means our next step will be, what is this? 4 minus 4x plus x squared is equal to 2x minus 1. So the next step will be to take the numbers on the right hand side to the left hand side. So this 2x, when it crosses the equal sign to the left hand side, it is going to be minus 2x. And then minus 1, when it crosses to the left hand side of the equal sign, is just going to be plus 1. So after that, we're just going to look at the like terms. The coefficient of x and the coefficient of x are going to be added to each other. So minus 4 minus 2 is going to give us minus 6, and then we take the coefficient, we take the variable which is x, and then plus 1 is going to be added to 4. So 4 plus 1 is going to give us 5. And then we don't have the coefficient of x squared from the right hand side, so we are just going to copy this one. So therefore our expression is going to be x squared, which is this one, and then minus 6x which is this one, plus 5, which is this one, equals to, because we have moved all the terms from the right hand side to the left hand side, we are left with 0 on the right hand side. Just going to do this, and then equals to 0. So obviously the factors of x squared is just going to be x and x. But what are the factors of 5? So we are looking at two numbers of which when you multiply them they are going to give you 5. So we have got 5 multiplied by 1 is just going to be 5. 5 multiplied by 1 is going to be 5. And then our sign here is positive, but our sign here is negative 6. So we're looking at the factors of 5, of which when you add them they are just going to give you this. So they have to be negative because this one is negative. So it's going to be negative and negative. So we are saying that if you have negative 5, and negative 1, this is going to give you negative 6, which is this one. But if you multiply negative 5 by negative 1, it's going to give you 5, which is this 5. Positive 5, which is this positive 5. So the next step then becomes x minus 5 equals to 0, or x minus 1 equals to 0. Then we are going to take this 5 to the right hand side of the equal sign, and then we are going to take this negative 1 to the right hand side of the equal sign. So it is just going to be x equals to negative 1, and when it goes to the right hand side it becomes 1, and then x equals to negative 5 when it goes to the right hand side is equals to 5. So we have proven that x is equal to 5, or x is equal to 1. That is our answer.